absolutely shocked that Disney Marvel decided to release this teaser trailer today. A, because it's the season finale of Hawkeye, just hours ago. That should still be what everybody's talking about. Not now. And B, Spider-Man is only entering its second weekend, and I feel this undercuts the film just a scooch. Although, you know what? It's still at the end of the day, even though Marvel gets a cut of it, it's still at the end of the day a Sony film, and Marvel's got to do what's best for them. But I am surprised to release it the same day as Hawkeye. Maybe it's LA Christmas, as they said on Mr. Mayor this year. I thought that was very funny that everyone in LA needs to get out of town to get home for Christmas because nobody wants to be in LA for Christmas itself. So, you know, the publicity department's like, we're getting out of here. Press publish. And then the other thing is that maybe they saw some of the negative comments about Kingpin, and they were like, let's change the conversation to two things everybody loves: Doctor Strange and Wanda. And you know what? With Marvel, I think at the end of the day, things usually work out. So Kingpin might have not got off to a great start. I'm sure they see everyone's complaints. I'm sure Kevin Feige will work it out. And I got to say, this teaser trailer is better already. It not only has a few new shots, some very nice ones, one VFX heavy one, but it's color corrected. They have some music added underneath, and that makes a huge difference. A huge difference. It looks so much better and plays so much better than it does at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home. It also borrows very heavily from What If. It's very What If influenced. And we got a poster. Oh, it's a gorgeous poster. It's a gorgeous poster. It's like so beautiful. So that's what we're going to start with. We're going to start with this poster. It's focusing on our two faves, and I think really highlighting the variant situation. You're going to get a lot of Wandas and a lot of Stranges in this movie, but not the way you think with Wanda, unless you've read the online spoilers. As for spoilers, how I'm going to cover it, I'm going to tell you some stuff that will, better situate you to understand what's happening in the film and get excited for it. But I'm not going to give away blatant spoilers and surprises as to who's in the movie. Stuff that I've known, that I have pictures of previs for, like the Illuminati enforcers. I've had that for months, and I just don't want to ruin who's on that for you. And don't do it down below. Come on, I'll try and police it as best I can, but be careful from here on out, as some of those have leaked. All right, so anyway, this is gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I like the painterly quality of it, and I like the way May 6th, and look, this movie is so boss, they don't even need a title. You know what it is. You know what it is. Who cares what it is? It's Doctor Strange and Wanda in a movie. Oh boy. But I like the horror element too, with the way May 6th is written there. And it seems very scary. It's just gorgeous. It looks like the cover of a comic book, and one of the good covers. I really think it's phenomenal. It's sexy stuff. All right, they really outdid themselves with that poster. All right, so let's go through this. Get ready for some fun. There's really a lot of great stuff to go over here. All right, so we start out with Wong's warning not to cast that spell. Just a frivolous afternoon is turned into a whole movie. Do cast that spell. Now we see here, hold on, the Watch. And this is new. I don't believe we saw his reflection, or it was hard to make it out. I think we were all just like, oh my God, it's happening when we saw it in the theater. But I think his reflection in the Watch is great. And I love the cracking of the Watch, not only because, the multiverse, but it mirrors the window of his sanctum, right? So that's just great stuff. It's great stuff. And he's probably like, I miss my time stone. And being Sorcerer Supreme. When it rains, it pours. Or it snows. Look at the color on this. This looks so much better than it did in theaters. It was washed out in theaters. They really, pumped up the blue and the red of his costume. He looks snazzy. His wig even looks better for some reason. All right, so yeah, things really shot to shit outside, right? So it looks almost like the mirror dimension. It's like everything is like kind of almost getting snapped, getting torn apart. It's just a mess. He's like, oh boy. All right. Wong, get out here. You wanted to be the new Sorcerer Supreme. A lot of fades to black. Oh, but look at that cape action. It was worth it, baby. Look at that. We do a side pan and the cape goes, woo. And I'm like, oh, majestic. Majestic. This is what I'm looking for. That shot looks so much better here. It just resonates for some reason. Maybe they held it a little longer. I don't know. It just looks so much better. And this was the one shot in the trailer when I saw it in theaters where I was like, that's a nice shot. You know, they've really done a number on his hands because, of course, he did a number on his hands with that car accident, and he has all the scars on them, which I always wonder how they have to paint that on poor Benedict Cumberbatch's hands. But, you know, I love the way he uses his hands to cast his spells. They're very articulate. He has mass articulation in his fingers. But that's just a great shot. He's like, man, I wonder what he's trying to do there. So his hair even looks a little better there. Oh, not perfect. He looks like a dye job there. But, you know, I'm going to be kind to Benedict Cumberbatch because he does some great face acting later on in this teaser. It's a teaser only. It's only a teaser. Oh, I'm so happy. All right. So there's Wanda. Yeah, Wanda's like, I'm the villain of this movie. Don't you forget it. I love it. It's so important. Okay, but there's Christine getting married, not to Strange. I don't know if she marries Strange at the end of the movie or not. Just as a fan, I'm saying I don't give this wedding good odds. She doesn't look too happy either, quite frankly. And look, he's like, oh man, it's the wig, isn't it? It's the wig. He looks like he's going to have like Giuliani streaks coming down the side of his face if he sweats. But he's right there in the front. He's like, look at me, give me a sign, I'll break up this damn wedding. And that crow's like, I'll do it. So there's that crow. Sam Raimi's like, horror elements. And there's the back of America Chavez's jacket. They have a couple better shots of her here. One of you tweeted me and asked if they had kept her sexuality. She's a lesbian. A lesbian or bisexual. She's LGBT in the comics. I don't know if they've kept it. I hope that they would be nuts not to. I don't know about that. I haven't heard about that. But to be honest with you, I didn't think to ask because that would be such a bad move. I like the jacket. They actually made the jean jacket look good. Jean jackets to me, I don't really, they don't seem very current to me. But maybe in her dimension, they're all the rage. All right. There's Wong. Wong looks like he's been captured. Oh, poor Wong. Things are not looking good for him. But hey, maybe this is a variant. So that's what I think one of the ways they're going to get rid of a lot of the kills in this movie. They're like, oh, it's like killing robots. It's a variant. That variant had a variant family, damn it. All right, so somebody's out of control here. At first, it looked a little like Mads Mikkelsen to me because this guy has a ponytail, but I wondered if this was a Doctor Strange variant because it looks a little like his outfit. Or maybe he has something tied around his forehead. He was like, how embarrassing. I better take this off before I pop out wherever I am. That looks a little bit like, oh, that's a star. Oh, that's America Chavez punching through. That's what she does when she breaks through multiverses. That looks great. It looks just as good as I hoped it would. All right. So look at the Marvel logo. It's shattered, like What If. And that's a cool new thing. Instead of having separate shots, they have just one shot of T'Challa with his discharge. Energy purple discharge. First I thought it was Wanda, but it's T'Challa. All right. Marvel Studios. They're like, get back here. So Wanda has quite the property here. I'm like, wow, where did you get all this? She's like, none of it's real. I don't know if that's true for sure, but I have a little slight spoiler for you in a moment. All right, so anyway, I like the choice of the trees, though, as I told you in my breakdown, because it seems like the branches of the multiverse, right? So this is like the multiverse, but it's Wanda's garden. Oh, I love that, right? And she's pruning it, and he's right now he just thinks those are some nice trees. It's like, oh, this is lovely. I'm glad Wanda's feeling better. And she's like, get out of here. So that was when everyone cheered. You can see that online, everyone losing their minds. He looks pretty good there, yeah. She's like, don't mention the wig, don't mention the wig. He's like, it's not about Westview. I told you I would not mansplain that situation. He was going to originally, but they decided against bringing him in between Agatha and Wanda. That was a good call. So he's like, we have a problem and I need your help. Have you heard of the multiverse? And she's like, I'm not buying it even if I break it. Oh, look at that great side eye. Oh, it looks good. And so this leads to a scene where, let's just say Wanda tips her hand a little bit. Oh, and then we have some good times. All right. So that seems like the reverse shot that we see in a second. There it is, yeah. So you can actually see, look at that brighten up the blue and the red. That's cobalt blue right there, baby. So there's America on the right, but I believe that's Christine on the left. And as of the first edit of this film, now it's being extensively redone, it's basically, Doctor Strange running around with America Chavez and Christine, and I think maybe Wong, one other person, for the movie, right? So you're like, you wouldn't think Christine would be in it as much as she is. It's like MJ levels, at least, before they decided to reshoot it. MJ and the Spider-Man movies. I have mixed feelings about that. I mean, I always love me some Rachel McAdams. So there's Mordo, variant Mordo, total variant. He's like, I'm sorry, Steven. He's like, when did you get so much cooler, Mordo? So Steven's like, that looks like a fresher face, Steven, though, for some reason. I don't know. Maybe he just did a facial. He looks great there. So we've got Wong, not looking good. But there's Wanda. Oh, she looks great. It's why she only has a few shots in the trailer, but she's killer in every one of them. And as some of you pointed out, now she has sleeves because she's evil, right? I don't know. It's crazy. I don't like the sleeves. I guess it does give her less of an innocent look, right? I don't think they should turn her into like the red version of Hela. I mean, they should keep these characters distinct, and they're both fabulous, right? And then the headpiece, is it a little bigger? I think it's a little bigger, actually. I mean, she's going to look amazing. So, I mean, she's levitating in the middle of a bunch of candles. Yes, please. And look how she looks there. Her hair could be a little better, though. She needs a zhuzh. She needs a zhuzh. Let me just run in there and zhuzh the hair, and she'll be perfect. She's looking very Phoenix. Now, look at this. Mordo is fighting Strange, but Strange is restrained. Oh, that's all I'll say, but there have been some previs leaks of this to give you a little bit of an idea what's going on. I would also call your attention to while this seems like a very timeless, stately room, there seem to be some computer devices, let's just say, technological devices floating in the corners of the room. All right. So look, more fighting, more action. So that's the shot I talked about with him seeming to activate. In the multiverse, is he looking for Wanda or Wanda variants, because those things glow with her energy. And Strange's energy signature tends to be orange. So very important fact here. So look at that. That's a new shot. Oh, so beautiful. Look at that. And it gets even better. Oh, yeah. For a minute, I thought this was Doctor Strange Supreme looking just right, but it's the same shot. So I don't know where he got these serpents from. It reminds me so much of Doctor Strange Supreme. That can't be him. Is it him? He doesn't have the dark under eye bags that I think are quite charming. But it's a great shot. And also, I got distracted for a quick second. Is she in that shot? I think right before he deploys. Yeah, you see America Chavez. Her bangs are adorable. But she's just so not the character from the comics. I hope they know what they're doing. All right, so yeah, that's not Shuma Gorath. That's just a generic demon. Oh, look. Oh, so America Chavez's character really loves pizza. She doesn't like pizza, I don't think, in the comics, but she loves pizza in this movie. So you might want to plan a pizza outing to go with when you see this movie, because you're going to be jonesing for pizza after you watch it. So there are demons going after her, and Doctor Strange needs to protect her. So that's cool. I've never seen him do anything like that before. I hope there wasn't anybody on that bus. And there's America standing right behind him. So he protects her, and they're like, the greatest start to the multiverse. Look at that. That room. That's a room with a view. That looks fantastic. So they're like, is that a different Mordo even? I'm not sure. Is that even Mordo? I wonder who that figure is. Is it another Strange? Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe they're having, okay. So then you get weird looking Doctor Strange. I don't know who this is supposed to be. He doesn't look anywhere as good as Doctor Strange Supreme from the What If show. He looks like weird homeless pirate, artist in residence Strange. I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. See, that's so funny. But I do like the subtlety of Benedict Cumberbatch's performance. And, a lot of other Marvel characters would be like, what the hell is this? And they'd do something funny. And I like that Doctor Strange has more dignity. I like that. He stays in character. Maybe then afterwards he'll say, what the heck is this? Then he gets a slight tweak on the logo. Oh, look, everything's messed up. Everything everything's messed up. He's like, I'm not cleaning up this stuff. So anyway, it looks great. Looks great. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. That's such a long title. It's too long. But anyway, May 2022. Kicking off the summer movie season as it should. So that's great. Great stuff. Much better. Plays much better than it did after No Way Home. So I'm very excited. So what do you think? Share your thoughts and theories down below. Beware spoilers. Be very, very careful. Subscribe today. And of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.